Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Minecraft episode. Now in today's episode, I want to go over what I believe are probably the top 5 in no particular order best simple starter farms that you guys will want to have in your Minecraft world. It doesn't matter if it's on an SMP or in a survival world, your own personal one. These farms are definitely essential to get you guys started. But if you guys have something else that's different on your list, then please leave a comment down below because I would like to see what other kind of orders people go in and what they do with Minecraft when they start their brand new world. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started right now. So as you guys can go ahead and see, I have 5 different chests right here laid out for us. And the first one we got here is a cow farm. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the materials that you guys are going to need in order to build this. Now you're going to need a couple different cows. Obviously not going to have access to cow spawn eggs in this one. But this cow farm is very useful for leather, for food, for whatever you really need it for. Or sometimes even the milk might be a good option. So let's go ahead and break this chest and let's actually go ahead and build this thing. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is put down your chest, and then we're going to put 2 hoppers facing into that chest like that. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to use the 8 pieces, and we're going to go here. And then this would be a temporary block, and you could actually break that one. And then what you're going to actually do is go here as well, and you could break that one right there. And then you're going to go up one, and you're actually going to go ahead and put a dispenser facing in like that. Then you're going to go ahead and put your water bucket in the middle there. And then you're going to come up one on top of it, put that down there. So that's that. You got 6 pieces, and then we got 7. And then the 8th one would actually go right there. And then this is where your bucket is going to go, or where your button is going to go. And then your fence gate would actually go, or fence would just go on the top of this. So when you actually push this button, the water will fill up. And then when you push it again, it will take it away. And then what's really nice is you can actually just kind of stand right on here and then actually just get your cows in there until they are good to go. Obviously, you will need some form of wheat, but you can get as many in here until entity cramming starts to happen. And we should hit that pretty soon. There we go. And then we're going to get some, leather and meat down there. And then all you have to do is grab yourself some wheat in order to basically feed them. And then push the button. They're going to all float to the top. I'll look at you all lovely like. And they're going to start producing baby cows. And as soon as you actually done enough, you can actually just go ahead and push the button again. And then look into your chest. And there you go. And it's a quick way to get a ton of food and leather very, very quickly once those baby cows grow up. And it's actually very, very, very simple to build. And I definitely recommend that you guys build this as soon as you possibly can in your Minecraft survival world. Now for our next farm, we have the Cobblestone Generator. Now this thing is, in my opinion, is amazing. You don't have to go and just gather the resources. You can go AFK from this thing and get as much cobble to eventually get stone bricks, other types of bricks that you guys are actually looking for just from this one farm. Now these are the ingredients that you're actually going to need. Just a few pieces of whatever building block, chest, hopper, a bucket of water, some lava, and eventually your pick that you're going to be using. So all you have to do is come out here and you're going to make kind of a checkerboard pattern that looks like this. You're going to dig out these 3 like there. And then you're going to put a chest, a hopper facing into that chest, and then you're going to go ahead and surround basically this just like that. And you're going to go ahead and put the water bucket there. And you're going to put the lava there, and eventually it's going to collide in the middle. And the reason that's really nice about doing it here is if we actually go in survival, we can actually do this just right here, and then that way we don't have to put anything behind it. And then you can just keep AFKing, and you can keep getting a ton of cobble really quickly. Then all you have to look there is when you come back, and hopefully you'll have a ton of materials inside of this chest waiting for your next project. So let's go ahead and move on to our next farm. Now, the next farm is the AFK Fish Farm. Even though this is very controversial, you can get a ton of valuable loot from these things, and it's an essential early Minecraft experience. Now, if you guys don't necessarily want to do the AFK Fish Farm and you think that it's bad, you can always just do normal fishing if you want to. It's not that you have to do the AFK fishing aspect of it, because you can get the same loot from just doing normal fishing, but just surround yourself at least around a lake and you should be good to go. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some of the loot that you can get. You can get like ink sacks and books and tripwire hooks and name tags and string and better fishing rods, better bows, all kinds of valuable loot that you guys will eventually need, even later in the game, can all come from this one farm. Now, inside of here, I have basically two designs that I'm going to give to you guys and show you guys how to build. One is one that I use, and one is another one that it's a little bit more compact, but it's up to you if you guys want to build it. So I'm going to give you guys two different options for it, and we're going to use the supplies that are in this chest right here. Both of these, all this that's in here actually will cover both of our farms. So let's go ahead and build this thing. The first thing that we're actually going to do is just dig 3 straight. We're going to have a chest here with a hopper going into that chest, and then we're going to grab our fence gate and put it on the top of that hopper. And then what we want to go ahead and do from here is grab our note block. We're going to put that right here, and we're going to put a temporary block on the top of it, so it doesn't really matter what it is. And then we're going to make sure that we're facing on the top of the chest, putting our trapdoor or iron trapdoor there. And then we can go ahead and put a button or a full block here. That way this thing won't make any noise at all. Then at this point, what you can do is actually grab your pressure plate, put it on the top of this fence, and then go ahead and waterlog this fence gate right here. And that is actually the first design, and we'll show you guys that it actually works here in just a moment. I'm going to go over just a couple, and we're going to kind of start it out the same way. This time we actually only need to dig 2, so we're going to go ahead and put a chest there, and then put a hopper into that chest, and then a fence gate on the top of this one. Now this is where your signs will actually come into play. So you're going to put a sign here, sign here, and a sign here. Now behind it, you want to go ahead and put your block, and then what you want to do is put your iron trapdoor. Make sure you're standing on your chest or whatever direction you're going to be facing from. Go ahead and crouch and click there. And then what you want to do is grab your, like an oak pressure plate or some kind of wood pressure plate and put it right here. Now let's go ahead and grab our fishing rod, and we can actually do this right here. Oh, you got to make sure that we waterlog that. And then we can actually go ahead and make sure you're aiming at the note block. So this one, you know, obviously you have to put anything on the top of the note block because, well, the iron trapdoor is actually already on it, so it doesn't make any noise that way. And then we got fishy business, so we can look in here and see what we got. We got raw cod, and then we can actually go ahead and do the same thing over on this fish farm. Honestly, they work just the same. It really just depends on which one you want to build. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than other times to get something of value, but I'll show you guys what we get here whenever we get it. All right, so we actually just got something, and we got a puffer fish, so very, very common. And then over here we have the raw cod, so we can get food from this as well, and it's a great opportunity to go AFK and get a ton of supplies that you're going to need here in Minecraft. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our next farm. Now, our next farm is going to be a sugarcane farm, and this is going to be a very starting basic sugarcane farm. Now, if you guys want to make a 0-tick basic sugarcane farm, I'll try to leave that link down in the description and also create a card for you guys to go in and click on if you guys want to build that one instead. However, this is going to be very manual and very basic, but sugarcane kind of goes along with the cow farm from earlier. When you guys get the leather, you can combine it with the paper that you're going to get, make books, then bookshelves, and then eventually enchant, or you can use it later for sugar for other things, or making paper for some of your rockets. But these are the ingredients you're going to need specifically for this farm. Now, you could use dirt or you can use sand. It's completely up to you. I'm using dirt just so that I can actually see it a little bit better because we're on sandstone, things like that. And then you're going to want roughly 40 blocks of anything. It doesn't necessarily need to be glass. I just like glass because I can see into it. What we're going to do is we're actually going to do 2 wide like this, but we're going to go 10 long. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to go ahead and put our dirt down here. That's our 10 pieces of dirt. And then you're going to fill in your water in the back like that. Now what you're going to want to do is destroy some of the ones in the front like that. And you can actually go ahead and put your water just like that. Now, you don't necessarily need to leave it quite like that if you don't want to. It's completely up to you, but I'm just going to use just regular hoppers for this for the time being. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our chest here, and you can go hopper and then hopper in like that. Now we can actually access our chest, which is perfect. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to grab our stone. We're going to come on in, and it's going to go over the top of that, or glass, whatever you really want. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put your pistons on the top of that. And then you can actually go ahead and put whatever block you want on the top of that. And then on the back of the pistons, you just want to go ahead and line with whatever solid block that you guys have. This is the main one that you need to have solid blocks for. And then you're going to go ahead and line that with your dust. And then what you can do is you can wrap that around like so. And then you can actually go ahead and put a button with the dust there. And then that will control all of them at the same time. Now what we need to do is grab our sugarcane, and we can actually go ahead and plant that all down like that. And then you're going to want to surround it with at least 2 high all the way around, preferably 3. That way it kind of protects everything that's going to be inside of this farm. We could move that if we need to. Otherwise, we can just leave it there. You can put it here. You could wrap it around so it's closer to you. So that way when you get into the chest, you can actually get into it and push the button at the same time. What we're going to do is we're actually going to grow this up so you guys can kind of see what this is going to look like here. And then we can actually just push the button. And then it's all going to get sucked into that hopper and then get picked up right here. Now there is going to be a little bit of loss unless you cover it up completely. Like you could go up what I was saying earlier and cover it like this, so that way it doesn't have as much. Or what you could do if you really want to, instead of putting that on the second row, you could actually put, you know, the pistons right there instead. It's completely up to you guys what you guys would like to do. Just make sure that you put whatever row that you're going to be putting the pistons on, you put the solid block straight behind it. So it's completely up to you if you want to do it like this, but I recommend putting it down here just because you have more options at getting more growth, and then that's just going to push it into that water stream or into the hoppers, and then you're going to be able to collect it in the chest here. Now our last farm for the simple starter farms is going to be a very simple tree farm. Now you guys can do a lot of varieties with this, but yeah, this is an option. This one is obviously essential. We need wood to craft pretty much anything for the most part in Minecraft, at least a lot of the starting items, from tools to torches to whatever we're going to need. But this is what you're going to need specifically for this farm. Now you could go with oak saplings or even jungle saplings if you really want to as well. If you guys are going to do oak saplings, then make sure that you guys build up 6 high and then put a block up there so it prevents it from growing any higher, because we're going to be using bone meal in order to basically fill up this dispenser, which I forgot to actually grab. So let's go ahead and grab that. So you will need lots of bone meal to get this to work. Otherwise, you can just make a completely manual tree farm if you guys would like to, and it's completely up to you. All right, so all we have to do in order to do this little simple farm is go ahead and place dirt like so. We're right behind the dirt. We're actually going to have a dispenser. Behind the dispenser, we're actually going to put a solid block. And then what we're going to do is our 4 pieces of redstone is going to be like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Comparator in subtract mode. And then we're going to have a lever like that. And then we're going to go ahead and fill the dispenser completely full of bone meal. And then you can just place down whatever one you want. And click that. And insta-tree. And then you can chop it down. Place another sapling. And then it'll just keep going. And then you'll just have to kind of replace it as much as you need. Then you can replace it with, oh, we want, we want to get some spruce. And then if we would, like I said, if you guys want to do oak, build up 6. So we'd have, you'd have 1, 2, 3, and then go up from there. But that pretty much is all the very basic starter farms. Hopefully this does help you guys out, and if it does, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. And if you guys really liked it, hit that like button so other people can see this video as well. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.